This video is an introduction to rejections, and I'm going to teach you one rejection in particular, which is the basic backhand rejection, which looks like that. And this is a rejection that can be used as a repeater. And rejections are tricks where the yo-yo's spin interacts with the string in such a way that it actually kicks the string right out of the gap of the yo-yo. And while there's a lot of different ways you can use rejections, for the most part they're grouped into three main categories. The first one I already showed you, and that's where you use lateral movement on the yo-yo to take the yo-yo from one mount into a different mount. The second one is similar, but in this case what you're going to do is you're going to use the motion of the string coming out of the gap to actually whip right back into the yo-yo like that. And the third one is very different, and that's magic drop. And because it's so different, we have a whole video devoted just to that, so you can definitely go check that out if you want to learn the trick magic drop. Now, like I said, the first two are similar in that they use lateral movement. And what I mean by that is, for the most part, when you're yo-yoing, the yo-yo moves along the groove of the yo-yo, so just moves side to side like this. And lateral movement is where the yo-yo moves front to back. And you can see that when that happens, the string starts to push up against the side of the yo-yo. And if there's enough friction there when the yo-yo's moving forward, the string will actually kick right out of the groove of the yo-yo just like that. And that's what a rejection is. And so because it's the spin of the yo-yo that's forcing the string out, one thing that you may not consider is that that means that the direction the yo-yo's spinning can have an effect on whether or not the rejection is going to work. And so what you may find when you're experimenting with your own rejections is that sometimes when you're doing a trick, the yo-yo and the string, it's just going to reject really naturally. But then if you try the same trick with the yo-yo spinning the opposite direction, sometimes but not every time, when you try that rejection, see how the yo-yo just sucked the string right into the groove as opposed to kicking it out? And that's because that's how rejections work. It's the friction of the yo-yo against the string that's causing the string to behave a certain way. And with some rejections, it's going to cause the string to come out of the yo-yo, and if you do the spin the opposite way, it'll take the string back in. So that's just something you're going to have to experiment with as you're working on your own rejections to see which way works the easiest. So when we're talking about the basic backhand rejection, I'll give you a couple of tips to make this one work. First one, when you're setting this up, what you want to do is you want to swing the yo-yo past your yo-yo hand and behind your opposite hand, just like this. And sometimes when you're doing that, what you may find is that because the yo-yo is sliding down the string, the string might actually start to wind around the yo-yo a little bit. To keep that from happening, one thing you can do is if you keep your hands really close together, the yo-yo's not going to need to slide down the string, and so that won't happen. But if it happens anyway, what you can do is you can just bounce the yo-yo a little bit, and that'll cause the string to fall out of the gap. So once you have the yo-yo here, what you're going to do is you're going to point your finger off to the side and behind you a little bit, and you're going to swing the yo-yo forward, that lateral movement we talked about. And in order to get the string to reject, you might actually have to swing it a little more than you would expect. And so what I found is when I'm doing this trick, I can pretty much guarantee that it's going to reject if I bring the yo-yo up to the height of my hand. And when I do that, you can see that the string comes out pretty easily, and that gives me time to attempt to catch the trick. So to complete the trick, the last thing that you want to do is you're going to want to hook the string up here with your opposite hand, and that's just to keep the string from falling off. And then as the yo-yo is coming forward and you hook the string, you're going to bend your hand forward just like this. And what you'll see is that then if you extend your finger at the end, you're just in a basic trapeze. And as long as you keep that string from falling off your finger, it should be a pretty simple transition. So that is an introduction to rejections and the basic backhand rejection.